Hi guys, it's Raven Scry here this morning, and I've just been sitting here pondering on my Saturday morning whether to go out into the world or whether to stay indoors because it's a bit rainy and cold, and I'm like, So it kind of got me thinking about things and just reflecting on certain stuff, and so I just felt to connect today and talk a little bit about a few things. Now, today I got onto thinking about spirit moving through frequency, and essentially that everything is frequency and vibration. And this really crosses over in my areas of study and learning as a sound person, but also as a medium. It's like it's very connected with frequency constantly through the process of this work. So we've all got an auditory range of hearing, which is 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. And of course, this varies from one set of ears to another. But just because you don't hear a frequency, it doesn't mean that you don't feel it or become affected by it, as we're all part of this world of frequency. Now, spirit largely communicates through frequency, and a medium's ability to connect into different frequencies from different energies or beings in the spirit world is somewhat like a radio station, like tuning into a radio station, into the right channel. So the medium has the ability to be able to hold a connection with a certain frequency and communicate, acting like a bridge from the spirit world into our earth world of existence. Now, I know this is a really big topic that I've just launched straight into, but I actually find all of this stuff extremely interesting. And over the years, I've really been studying frequency and the interaction between the different levels and dimensions, and frequency running through this whole understanding and running through all levels of frequency, from sound to colour, to physical form, to that which is not in physical form. And I just find it very fascinating. So hence why I'm talking about it today. Okay, so as a medium, I normally connect to the spirit world through frequency, but I don't do it necessarily with physical sound that our ears can hear. I just tune in and connect, and it comes in as images I hear, I feel, I see, and it's always so unique to whoever I'm speaking with and connecting with in the spirit world as to how they communicate. I can direct them to how I wish them to communicate, but often things work in unique, different ways, and I'm expanding all the time within this process. So today I'd like to do something a little bit different, and I'd like to set the scene and the frequency through a sound fork and through a couple of tones. And as I chime the specific tone, then bring through some connection from the spirit world, and just really feel the difference in what this frequency has brought to the connection, essentially. And from that, just being open to bringing through some messages from the spirit world. So the first tone I'm going to be working with is a 32 hertz, which is actually an auto tuner. Now it's the note of a C, which is resonating with the root chakra, and a 32 hertz is actually on the lower end of the spectrum of sound that we can hear, so it's not overly loud to our ears. So I'm just going to chime that now and then connect to spirit and bring through some messages. Okay, so as I connect to the sound now, I'm going to put out an intention for the highest information to come through for anybody who is listening at this time, and know that it's perfect, whatever and however it comes through. So as I connect, I'm being taken into a very expanded scene. I'm being taken to ocean, It's very open. It's a very blue day. I can see the beach, the water's edge. I can see many houses built up around the water. Now my attention is being taken to a house that's not too far from the water. There's a man in the house. I'm being shown this man in the house. He's got his thongs on and he's doing his day-to-day. Now, he's an older man, and as I connect to his energy more, I feel as though I'm being shown his mother, an older lady. She perhaps has passed, but it's like I'm seeing him thinking and going about his day, but she's right there with him. And it's like she's wanting to make her presence be felt. So this man that I speak of, he lives near the water, and there's boats as well. There's a lot of interest in boats. So this woman is saying a little hello, and that she's just right there. And she is referencing tying up, it's like boats or tying rope in connection with this man. She's wanting him to be mindful of what he's doing in regards to his boat or his boats and docking them. And in some way, the way that they're connected or tied up at the dock is just what she's pointing out to be mindful of. Okay, so from that frequency, that supported that connection to be brought about with the older lady in reference to the man living on the water. And now I'm going to chime quite a high frequency. This one's 4,160 hertz, so a bit different to the 32 hertz. It's considered an angel frequency, so resonating at the frequency of the angels. So I'm going to chime that now and then just connect into spirit and give a message of what comes through. Okay, so as I connect in to spirit through this frequency, I'm being taken to a scene of somebody drumming a large frame drum. It feels as though it's within some kind of a ceremony taking place. I sense a cave. I also feel like I'm in some sort of an area where there is guides. I don't feel as though they're living on this plane at this time. And it's interesting because I'm also noticing my voice is somewhat being affected by this tone, this communication. Something's happening to my throat. I can feel it. So as I connect in to my throat, I'm being taken to somebody throat singing. It's very expanded. It's very expansive. It's like through this sound resonance, it's opening portals into other dimensions and other dimensions of frequency. Now, as I connect to this, it's like I'm moving down tunnels at a rapid rate. Tunnels into other dimensions. I feel as though I'm moving through the water and water-connected tunnels. I feel as though I'm moving, connecting to whales, whale energy beings connected to the whale and the whale energy. I feel as though I'm being shown beings from higher interdimensional galaxies now in connection with the water and the whales, and they're just showing me this connection that they have, this strong connection from a higher level to the wisdom and the soul of the whale and the whale's soul family. So essentially, how on earth this whale appears one way, but there's through the layers so many different interconnected parts attached to what I'm being shown. Now, as I ask within this, is there a message to come through? And they're just talking about time and evolution and things that are naturally moving through and are naturally passing through our day-to-day lives. They're just talking about a natural evolution. It's as if time is standing still, yet there is no time. And it's like nothing is happening, yet everything is happening. So I'm just going to leave that message there. So within those two different frequencies, they opened up the space very differently to me. And I'm sure you guys can tell that there was quite a difference, and I can't overly analyse, what went on there with those, but I do feel that the second one started propelling my energy a lot quicker. It's like they wanted to talk quicker. The information was coming in more of a like a rhythmic flow in the way that I was feeling it. So it was an interesting way to just have a bit of a play in the spirit world with a bit of frequency today. So if you've got any ideas or thoughts or visions that came to mind from what I shared, or even if the reading spoke to you, you may know the man at the water, you may be him. Just anything that comes in, please feel free to share below. Also, one other thing to share before I head off for the day. I recently released a couple of crypto sound experience type journeys with Zilliqa and Harmony One. And a few people have been asking me if they can buy the track. So the tracks are both now available on the Scry Music Bandcamp. Now I've got a link to that and I'll put it below. Now the tracks are $2.22, just to keep with our beautiful frequency within the numbers. So if you'd like to buy the track, please go over to the site and just click purchase. It's very easy. Now I'm going to be adding and expanding to this music platform with other things that I've created, bringing in meditations, guided meditations, and other offerings and sharings that are coming through. So so keep an eye out for those. So far, this channel has only got those 2 tracks, so there's not much on there, but just to know that that's around and that I'm opening and expanding into that area at this time. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys soon. Scry signing off.